What is going on, guys? My name is Brendan and we are back again doing some more WWE 13 General Manager mode. So this is the show right after our pay-per-view, which was Extreme Rules. If you have not seen the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, I encourage you all to go out and watch it. So let's have a look at what happened in Extreme Rules. We have John Cena is still our World Heavyweight Champion, Mankind is still our Hardcore Champion, and the Road Warrior is still our Tag Team Champion. So that is the contenders for the World Heavyweight title. Let's check out the Hardcore title. You can see Cesaro, Shamrock, Chainsaw Charlie, DDP in contention there. And the Road Warriors, well, they've got to take on the Acolytes, New Age Outlaws, Latino Fly, and the World's Strongest Tag Team. So let's go ahead and play 3 matches this week, of course. So we will play, well, I'm liking this Triple H versus Kevin Nash. The Rock versus Billy Gunn looks good as well. And I guess we'll play the highlight match as well, I'm thinking. So we'll go ahead and simulate X-Pac versus Mark Henry. Mark Henry wins, and I think it was DDP versus Ken Shamrock. So Ken Shamrock getting a win. So let's kick off The Rock versus Billy Gunn. So first of all, Extreme Rules, it was a really good pay-per-view in my opinion. It was I think the matches weren't too bad. I think the first match was probably a little bit too short, in my opinion, for my liking. But I had a good fun time doing it. I think I always enjoy doing pay-per-views. I think they're probably the funnest videos to do. You know, they're really long and really exciting, full of action, and I think they always turn out to be probably one of my best videos. Especially, you know, my other pay-per-view that I did, it was a big hour-long video. I thought that was probably one of my better videos that I've done. I think I came out of that video really, you know, I was quite entertained, you know, just by commentating and doing the video itself. So I think the same reception could be received on this latest pay-per-view. So, you know, that first pay-per-view that I did actually got a lot of views. So Billy Gunn versus The Rock here. The Rock, of course, he lost the World Heavyweight Championship at Extreme Rules, so he'll be looking to get a little bit of vengeance himself, a little bit of momentum back going his way. He lost the title against John Cena in a fatal 4-way in the main event, which was Extreme Rules match, which featured Randy Orton and Stone Cold Steve Austin, as well as Cena and The Rock. So what has happened this week, as I have been telling you guys, that the trade that was going to occur after Extreme Rules, yes, it has actually happened. And well, what really happened was that we both went back and forth over and over. We decided that we'll give each other 5 offers, and we can accept or refuse any of the offers. It didn't matter, and it didn't matter if there was no acceptance, any acceptings, or any, you know, it didn't matter if there was any trades that actually been made. As long as we had 5 offers each, that was good. So by the end of it, we both didn't really care. I mean, we both were quite happy with our roster. We didn't really want to change anything up, or we didn't want to give up any of our stars, you know, to make trades, because we weren't very lenient. We both really wanted the best for a not so good guy. So I wanted to do the Latino stable, right? So I wanted to do Sin Cara, Del Rio, Mysterio, and Eddie Guerrero. So I was looking to buy, or trade I should say, Del Rio and Sin Cara, but really he just wasn't budging. He wasn't taking anything I was offering him. I wasn't offering him anything that special anyways. But he wasn't taking anything I wanted, so I quit that idea. I just said, no, stop that. Alright, so what we actually did end up doing, I offered Yellow the Undertaker for my Randy Orton, and that was the only trade that was made. So the Undertaker is now on Smackdown, which is huge. I really wanted the Undertaker from the beginning, but I think he was probably one of the first draftees. I'm pretty sure. I think he might have been top 3 at least. So I'm really happy that I picked up the Undertaker. I think it really suits this kind of old school roster that I have. You know, my rosters mainly feature more of the older school, you know, the Attitude Era guys. So whereas Yellow, he's mainly got all the current generation stars like Del Rio, like CM Punk, like Jericho. So, but I do think my roster still has that good mix of new and the old as well. So I think my roster certainly, in terms of star power, has the edge. But There's a few guys I wouldn't mind to have on my roster over on Yellows, but I'm pretty content with my roster right now. So we're gonna try hit a people's elbow here. So shaking off the arm guard, the elbow pad, I should say, and boom, there it is with the people's elbow, the most electrifying move. I cannot speak right now. Electrifying move in all of entertainment. So The Rock looking to finish off Billy Gunn here, which you could probably say is just a momentum building matchup here, trying to get The Rock back on track after losing his championship. He wouldn't be too impressed, won't be too happy, probably doesn't even want to wrestle right now after losing the title, but he's gonna have to do it. And Billy Gunn, he also lost a championship as well. He lost the tag team title, so he's gonna probably want to try and prove himself to everyone here that he's the real deal, and maybe get a chance in the singles career, because maybe him and the Road Dogg, the New Age Outlaws, maybe tag team wrestling might not be for those guys. You know, they've just lost the titles to the Road Warriors, so he won't be in the best of mood himself, Billy Gunn. So it's certainly an interesting match here. And The Rock, a big clothesline there, taking down Billy Gunn. So with the trade, I think the Undertaker, I want to insert him into like a feud with Cena, Lesnar, Triple H. You know, we can do those matches. The Rock, Stone Cold. So there's a lot of things, a lot of combinations we can do with the Undertaker, which I think Randy Orton, yeah, we could have done the same, but I think the Undertaker is a much better buy, or much better pick, I should say, than Randy Orton. That's just my personal opinion. I think Undertaker's probably one of my favorites, if not my most favorite wrestler over my time of watching over the years. So Rock with a big time DDT. He's gonna probably look to finish up Billy Gunn here. He's stuffed around long enough with Billy here. Probably could have picked up the win after the people's elbow. Anyways, a big spine buster here. He could be looking to hit that rock bottom. He's setting up for it. Here we go. Billy Gunn, he might be heading rock bottom. And boom, he hits it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's it. The Rock gets some momentum building after his big loss after Extreme Rules, with a big win over badass Billy Gunn here on Smackdown. And guys, make sure if you haven't checked out Extreme Rules, or if there's any other episode you haven't seen, as we just get a trophy, yippee. If there's any episode you haven't seen, there's a playlist on my channel of all my General Manager Mode videos, as well as Yellows as well. So if you missed a video in the series and you don't know where to find it, well, that's the best way to go about it. So The Rock, he will be celebrating this win here. He needed that victory after his big loss, and he's now got that momentum, hopefully building into the next few weeks and the lead up till Over the Limit, because I'm sure there will be a #1 contenders match that he's going to have to compete in, and probably against guys like Undertaker, Stone Cold, and Ryback. So he's got a lot of good competition he has to deal with here. So our next matchup is not too far away. What have we got next? We have Hawk versus Antonio Cesaro. Hawk, he'll be in a very good mood after winning the tag team championships with Animal at Extreme Rules. So he'll be coming this match with a lot of momentum. With Cesaro, he is not too far away from potentially be getting a shot at the Hardcore Championship. So if he can keep winning a few more matches here, he will be on top, and he will definitely be getting a shot at Over the Limit. So stay tuned for that. We are only, well, I think after this episode we'll be 3 episodes away from Over the Limit, and 4 if you include no Over the Limit itself. So we are some time away from Over the Limit, so we do have plenty of time to build up to the show. And Road Dogg, he's coming out to sit down and watch the show after, unfortunately, he lost the titles, as I said, with Billy Gunn. So he's coming to scout out his opponent, and I'm assuming it's going to be Hawk that he's scouting out. And Cesaro, he should be probably getting the win here. We're going to play as Cesaro. He's one of my favorites in the WWE right now. So he's just doing these elbows, flying elbows right to the head. He's going to hit a suplex there, side suplex there on Hawk. And it's these right hands. Hawk reversing, twisting the arm, and oh wow, what a move. Now coming into the submission, Cesaro, he's breaking out of it. He's got a head scissor there, counters. Oh wow, that's a tough move there. That's got to hurt the back of the neck from Hawk. So I think that I would like to play a little bit more of the mid card. I think we've been doing a lot of emphasis on the main event scene. We haven't seen I don't think we've even seen Mankind on SmackDown, honestly. Maybe once or twice. So it's difficult, to really establish the mid card hardcore championship when your champion is never on the show. Like, we've been blessed that The Rock is always on the show. Cena's not always on, but he's on quite a fair bit. But we have been blessed that The Rock generally gets on SmackDown every week. And I know Yellow's had a lot of trouble getting his champions on the show and his main top guys on the show. And I've probably had the same problem as well. So I have been pretty fortunate to be able to have my guys on the show. I've always wanted to have Stone Cold, and now I want the Triple H and Brock Lesnar's and all those guys on the show. But I never really get those guys. I maybe just get one match with the top stars, which, it's okay, but you would like to feature the guys that matter the most on your show to try and get the best rating, of course. If you haven't voted already, if you haven't voted or you don't know how the voting system works, each episode that we do, we encourage you guys to vote for which show was your favorite. So if SmackDown was your favorite this week, then put a comment saying I thought SmackDown was the best show this week. Or if Yellow's Raw was your favorite, then put a comment on mine or his video. It doesn't matter. I mean, I always look at his videos, and we have a fair idea which show was the better one. Actually, my show's been doing pretty well. I think the last few shows that we've done, I've been on top. And as Hawk kicks out at 2 there, so I've been on top and kind of dominating. Yeah, I'm not going to say dominating, but doing quite well so far in our GM mode. I think it's simply because my universe mode has been playing a little bit better to Yellow's. I'm not sure what he's done, but I've really personally gone through and set rivalries and alliances with each and every guy on my roster. So that might be why my shows are kind of working out a little bit better, in my opinion, than Yellow's. We'll see, but I think I've read somewhere that your storylines and feuds take place after their pay-per-view, so everything starts to fall into place after the pay-per-view. And as we've seen, our main event, our next match is Triple H versus Kevin Nash. Those two guys I've actually set to have a feud with each other, so they're actually feuding with each other and having a match on SmackDown right now. So that's really good signs. That's very good signs that everything is kind of working out at the moment, which is very positive. And I'm quite relieved. I was a little disappointed when I wasn't getting the matches that I really wanted, but I think it's starting to come into place now. I think the tag team, the tag team division is getting featured quite a bit, mainly not in tag teams itself, but like in the singles matches that we've seen Hawk and Billy Gunn this week, and now Road Dogg sitting ringside as well. So it's good to see the tag team getting featured quite a bit. It's not getting ignored, and I think every division is kind of getting a fair go. I would like to see the champions on a little bit more, but that's okay. There's not really a lot you can do about that. But it's always good that the fact that at our pay-per-views we can set the matches ourselves. That is one of the conditions, terms and conditions in the show. So Cesaro is looking to hit his second neutralizer on the match. Does so successfully. Could be looking to put away Hawk here. And it's 1, 2, 3. That's it. Cesaro picking up a good victory here. Perhaps putting himself in line for a shot at the Hardcore Championship at Over the Limit. Very good win here from Cesaro. And unfortunately for Hawk, it's just not his day. Which is surprising because he had a lot of momentum leading into this match. But unfortunately, just couldn't get the job done. And remember, what is Road Dogg going to do? He's sitting at ringside. He'll probably be pretty happy with himself that Hawk wasn't able to get the win and that Cesaro done so successfully. So Cesaro, he's celebrating, and it's time to go ahead and play our main event here on episode 6, week 5 of SmackDown on our General Manager mode. And if you guys like General Manager mode, there's plenty more coming, not only on WWE 13, but on 2008 SmackDown vs. Raw. I just recently went ahead and ordered the game online. It could be here any day now. I'm really excited to play that one, so I will be doing a video series with myself Yellow, and Mr. Josh for GM. So we'll be doing a three-way series on that, and there's going to be more details about that coming out when the video series does come around. We're still waiting for Mr. Josh for GM to finish up his series, which could take some time, but that's okay. So I've got plenty of time to get on 08 and practice up my skills a bit, because it's been a long time since I played those old GM games, which were my favorite. That was the reason why I always played WWE games, because the General Manager mode was awesome. And here is Big Daddy Cool, Big Sexy Diesel, Kevin Nash. So this will be a good match. I mean, this is a rematch, you could say, to the 2011 TLC match, which was an absolute horror of a match. That was a stinker. That was awful. Triple H couldn't carry Kevin Nash in that match. It was just terrible. So hopefully it's a little better here with Triple H starting off early. We're going to play as Triple H with a DDT. And now Kevin Nash, of course the leader of the NWO. He's done a lot of good things in his career. These two guys were former best friends, and I know that of course they're best friends now, but they've turned it against each other here on our universe mode, here on our General Manager mode. They're feuding with each other. They're just not happy. They want to be the top guy in their own right, but there's not enough room on this roster for both of them. As we see Triple H throwing Kevin Nash across the ring. Kevin Nash with a big time reversal with a good neck breaker there, and now pulled off there to continue the attack on Triple H right now in our main event on Smackdown. And I actually want to thank you guys for giving the rating system on my Extreme Rules pay-per-view a go as well. I know I asked you guys to rate the matches out of 5, and you guys did that really well. I was actually surprised at the ratings you gave. I was expecting like 3 stars, 2 stars, but you guys always there's a lot of 4 stars, 4.5 star matches. So I was pretty surprised about that, but that's really cool. I appreciate all you guys with the support and that, and following along with the system. I'll be doing that again on Over the Limit. I don't necessarily want you guys to do it on every match here on SmackDown. I mean, I personally wanted that to be the whole basis of the voting system, but I think it's just too biased and just silly at times. But anyways, I'll do that for fun at the pay-per-views with Triple H with a big suplex there, looking to take down Kevin Nash, get a quick victory here. These two guys, with a few victories here over some top-level guys, I think they could push themselves into the main event scene and the World Heavyweight Championship scene. I think they're something like rank 7, rank 8, so they're not too far out of the pace. You know, for the couple of wins here, they'll get themselves back in line for a championship shot. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Triple H on the show. We've seen a bit of Kevin Nash, but we haven't seen much Triple H, if at all. So it's a bit of a rarity to have him on SmackDown this week, which is it's good to see him on the show. So hopefully he can get a few more matches in the coming weeks, build himself up, and perhaps get a chance at the World Heavyweight Championship at Over the Limit. We'll see. I'm thinking I'm going to do a singles match at Over the Limit. I know I wanted to do a big-time match-up at Extreme Rules with the Fatal 4-Way. That match was really fun, really successful in my opinion, but I would like to see just a straight one-on-one matchup in the future. So we have Kevin Nash going on the attack here, beating down Triple H. Ooh, big leg drop there. Probably learnt that one from Hulk Hogan in his WCW days. And twisting Triple H's arm around. He reverses, does the same to Kevin Nash. Now he's got a side headlock applied. Bit of a leg, knee, kick or knee to the gut. And now Kevin Nash is on top here. He could be looking to hit the jackknife powerbomb here. Triple H could be in some trouble unless he starts to build himself up here. He's got a side headlock applied, and he whacks him over the top, throws him over the top. Now with a DDT as well. He's got his signature maneuver, could potentially finish him off here. And he's got that face buster. And he could hit the pedigree here now if Kevin Nash will come up. He's calling to get Kevin Nash up right now. Here we go. Pedigree time. He's setting it up. Kevin Nash is going to take the job. Boom, there's the pedigree. That's it. Surely. That is surely it. Kevin Nash is going to lose to Triple H here on SmackDown. Cover. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Kevin Nash losing to Triple H here on SmackDown. Big victory for Triple H. He's going to potentially get himself back in that World Heavyweight Championship scene. for his sake. Let's hope he does it. Let's hope he does so successfully. So remember, guys, the trade Undertaker for Randy Orton. That was the big news this show. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. And Kevin Nash, well, okay, Triple H leading out. Oh, wanted to give a handshake to Kevin Nash, but Kevin Nash not having any of it. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. And if you're enjoying this series in particular, go ahead and subscribe. There's plenty more to come. And go and check out Yellow's Raw episode when that is up online. There will be a annotation somewhere on the screen around about now. If not, his channel will be in the description below. So guys, I thank you all for coming along and watching the show, and there is plenty more action to come in the near future. So guys, I'll catch you next time.